Whoa.
Welcome.
That's a pixel art, alright.
You know, this
Yep.
reminds me of something. It reminds me of a franchise long, long ago, made back in the 80s, by a very, very obscure company named Konami.
We don't talk about those times. Welcome everybody to Vampire Survivors. This is a... I've recently been trying this game out a bit since that cool Moonveil DLC came out, and I thought, why not? I wanted to do like a little, even like a little brief look at of what this game is all about. So in Vampire Survivors, as you can see, I'm unfortunately still fairly early into the game. I still have to unlock some characters and things, but in Vampire Survivors, the whole purpose of the game is, well, to survive. You want to try to survive for at least 30 minutes, or as long as you can until you die, because you still have to unlock a lot of goodies and things in this game.
So what you're saying is, if we survive for longer than 30 minutes, then the pizza will be free?
Yes, and the death.
Oh.
The dogs have had it up to here with this inlaid library. You're fine. With this inlaid library, which is why I'm going to start off this look at just by showing you guys what you can learn to expect from this game.
All right.
Let's go.
So it looks so it's an over the top sort of thing. I assume, does this work like a twin stick, or?
Nope. Basically, it is a single stick. Thankfully for me. All right.
Oh, just like that, we're already leveled up.
That's the Logan Tracer. So the way that this game works is the sprite art is very nice, and effectively you're just kind of running around the place, killing monsters, seeing how far you can get. Occasionally you can find goodies on the maps once you level up enough to start finding the secrets. And the whole idea, let's get the King Bible, and the whole idea is to see how long you can survive. All your weapons will fire automatically, and there goes the King Bible. And effectively this is kind of a bulk of what the game has to offer. This game, I want to say, I don't think it's come out on Switch yet. I want to say it is a big staple.
I feel like
Steam,
I've seen the thumbnail for this on Switch, so I feel like it's got to be available in the eShop, though I can check real quick just to be sure, because, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of just a breather video. Like, we had other plans in mind, but unfortunately, a certain somebody here has prior engagements he has to attend to. And we don't want to be the asshole to hold up his time.
They are serious engagements. I just wanted to have something to show off, and figured, I've been meaning to get back and pick up this game. Why not put myself in the hot seat and have everybody watch me play this game in order to, like, pressure myself into actually doing something with it?
I mean, yeah, let's be real here. When's the last time we actually done a look at on a game, let alone a look at of a game that, probably 5 people and their grandma heard about at one point in their life?
That's what I'm here.
It's been a while.
That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to show off all the cool stuff. Come on, level me up again. Level me up. Come on. So close.
So what got you into this in the first place? Like, why'd you just suddenly pick this up out of, like, so many other vampire slaying sort of games?
So it was two things. One was that, one part of it was that, get me out of there.
Get me out of here. These mudmen mean business.
One part of it was that, mind the Medusa heads. One part of it was that I was enjoying a lovely iOS game, AFK Arena, and they introduced this new bonus mode that I found to be quite addicting, where spoilers, it essentially played and controlled exactly like this. I didn't realize it was a Vampire Slayers clone at the time until a friend kindly pointed out to me, this is exactly like Vampire Slayers, dude. I'm like, wait, really? So which I picked it up, and for the record, this game, I want to say it, like, on Steam even, it is like less than $5. But and like, even though, as you're seeing here, it may not look like much yet, it's meant to be one of those, like, kind of roguelike kind of experiences where the more you get into it, the more you're doing, the more, like, it's meant to be so, like, I guess junk food, for lack of a better word.
It's a shitter game.
Where yeah. And okay, let's increase how fast I'm running.
So what you're saying is it's perfectly suited for the mobile divisions.
Yes, 100%. And I don't know I don't know if it's even released on mobile. Okay, finally, an elite enemy.
I'd be shocked if it did, because this looks completely like a like one of the. Honestly, this looks like a game that would have probably been made back in the early days of mobile gaming. Back when the iPod Touch was still a thing.
Oh my gosh, remember all the, remember, that phase of Square Enix where they were just releasing a bunch of these back to back to back, just trying to throw stuff, against the wall and see what stuck?
Yeah, I kind of remember that. Also, having checked the eShop real quick, the game is not, Vampire Survivor is not on there, but I am reminded of a much better game that you can find on the eShop.
Yes.
Vampire Savior, aka Darkstalkers 3.
Oh.
Wait, on the eShop?
Yeah, it's technically it's like one of the many games you can purchase via the Capcom arcade Second Stadium pack.
Okay, that makes sense.
But otherwise, yeah, that you technically can't get it that way. And honestly, it would be a much bigger bang for your buck, even if it is a fairly short game.
Understood.
Okay,
Understood.
Because I was about to say that got me like a little concerned for a second. It's like that. There's no way Capcom is willing to acknowledge Darkstalkers by itself in this economy.
It's got to be a part of the pack. But otherwise, actually, you know what? Funny timing too that we're just doing this out of the blue, because I want to say either this week, either it's already come out or it's due to come out. But I know Dead Cells is getting its Castlevania expansion fairly soon, if not right away.
Right, that.
And there is a part of me that is still curious to give that a look-see, because I remembered enjoying. Okay, I should say I remembered enjoying my time with Dead Cells up until a point. For some reason, the bosses always gave me some problems. I need to figure out how. But it seems like the Castlevania thing is getting such love and attention. Let's get garlic. But it seems like that crossover is getting such love and so many fun the soundtrack, the sprite work of adding everything, the fact that yes they remembered all. It seems like a fun little love letter to Castlevania fans.
Yeah, and actually checking real quick, yes, it is already available.
Oh well, heck yeah! All right, I gotta probably give that a shot then.
Honestly, it's funny because it is actually funny because it was only just recently I remembered. Oh wait, I actually do own Dead Cells on Switch. I just haven't played it in God knows how long. So seeing now that the Castlevania thing's is literally come out, maybe it'll give me an excuse to play the game again.
I think it's worth your time. Well, it's the problem with Dead Cells. Okay, so the thing with Dead Cells is that let's go. The thing with Dead Cells is that I very much enjoy. Oh, hang on. We actually probably killed one of those elites. That's what that little glowing arrow on the right now means. Is we actually finally killed one of those elites, and now I need to eventually work my way back through this crowd to try and see if I can get to the treasure chest that he dropped. Oh, that's a lot of crowd of members.
Oh, if only my friend not Belmont was here to help me out here.
Okay, let me give me more. Let's upgrade the lore. Oh, wall chicken, finally. Okay,
You can't be a Castlevania knockoff without something edible within the walls.
Alright, we're going for it. We're going for that wall chicken.
You know, I want to ask, between this and even stuff that we've had not too long ago in the past, Bloodstained and whatnot, I am kind of curious, what do you think it was that kind of... Ooh,
it's a loot box!
I got coins for buying things and an upgrade for my Bible for free. Yay.
Now you upgrade from the King James version to the new international version.
It's fantastic.
It's the King
it even
Bible.
comes with colored print. And
Anyway,
no, we'll go for it.
I was just going back to my question, what would you say, in particular, between this and, some of the other games that we've been getting lately, what would you say kind of reignited what I would best coin as this wave of Castlevania knockoffs that we've been getting for the past couple of years?
I definitely think Bloodstained's a part of that.
I would also argue it's... it's also kind of part of the Bloodstained problem is just the fact that Konami's been pretty apathetic when it comes to new Castlevanias recently.
They've been apathetic about games in general, aside from maybe Metal Gear and Bomberman.
And even then, there's a big fat asterisk between the both of them.
Well, we're still getting that Super Bomberman R sequel fairly soon. I'm sure that'll still be pretty fun. Just a matter of we'll get any more info about it soon.
Oh, I forgot that they're doing that under duress.
Under duress. That's one way of putting it, yeah.
Well, I figured it's a fairly accurate term, but yeah, aside from that, what was the last Metal Gear thing that we've gotten in the past couple of years?
Survive.
Yep, and it quickly failed because it was nothing like a Metal Gear game, and Konami quickly took the wrong lesson from that and assumed that it must mean that Metal Gear as a franchise is dead. Or you could also that, or you could also make the argument that maybe they're just that petty to Kojima that they don't even want to try and do anything with this franchise.
Maybe, or it's just like if we're gonna lean towards the former, it just sounds like that they're going through the same character arc that Capcom did years ago.
Oh, what a wonderful time that was. I hated that time.
Everyone did.
It was just... But, and I don't know. I feel like if Capcom could get a redemption arc for themselves, like they did when they, started doing the RE Engine stuff, then... I don't know. Especially with Matt, I don't know if he wants Konami to have a redemption arc.
Well, I mean, like, I think it wouldn't hurt to have, like, certain franchises of theirs resurrected. Like, honestly, I'll admit this is partly because I've been really liking Nitro Rad's videos on them. I'm surprised that no one's attempted to make a attempt at reviving Frogger yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, Frogger's kind of just, come and gone as of recent memory.
It's so weird because you think that... Not to say that I would condemn him to just be in that let's see if the stretch mark can be something good. No, it's just meant to be like, oh my gosh, serotonin, the positivity, an upgrade for my rune tracer.
It's
Yay.
a piece of rock candy.
I can eat it.
Mongo like candy.
What do you think he was digging for? Diamonds?
But yeah, not to say that I want to condemn Frogger to just that particular demographic, but like Frogger also felt like he would be like the perfect candidate for like the mobile gaming, like.
Well, it's it is funny you bring that up because I remember back when the Apple
a wave of mummies approaching.
Oh, jeez Louise,
Oh,
and a whole bunch of ghoulies too. What was I gonna say? I know back when Apple Arcade started, one of the games that they launched either roughly around the time of its launch or maybe as like a launch window game. Was like this whole Frogger in Toy Kingdom sort of game, which had this like Frogger himself looked like he was like rendered very hyper realistically in a matter of speaking.
Oh, that.
And
okay.
I mean, it looked
like,
cool. It looked cool for what it was worth, but it drained the battery on my iPad something fierce.
Okay, for a second,
that,
like.
Yeah.
When you were talking about Toy Kingdom, I thought you were talking about, like, that My Frogger game for the DS.
No. I honestly never touched that game in my life.
Well, I hear it's not too bad. Like, I know it's made by the same studio that worked on the previous Frogger games before it, funnily enough.
It's just, it's kind of so weird that they just up and made such a hard shift, like, after all the other Frogger games they made in the past. Like, almost without skipping a beat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that. Honestly, that was the consider this the promotion video for it. But that is kind of like one of the things that Nitro covered, like when he did his whole like Frogger anthology, where it seemed like after Great Quest that Frogger's apparently like sales on Frogger games were kind of like diminishing ever since Great Quest, and it got to a point where it's like Konami just had no idea what they wanted to do with Frogger, so that's why they kept changing so much of it from game to game to a point where they just decided, you know what, this is just a lost cause.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what happens when you. It's kind of what happens when you kind of run the franchise straight to the ground and release it on a somewhat yearly basis. Like that's one of those things where it's not going to guarantee you like constant sales, especially if it's a franchise that's as very by the numbers as Frogger or hell even Mega Man, which is why nowadays you only like him getting a game is like sort of a rite of it's sort of like its own special occasion now.
Right.
As opposed to literally, again, being on a yearly basis. Though I guess going back to Konami real quick, and the other franchises that I wouldn't mind seeing them bring back, even if just as a re-release on the Genesis app on Switch, bring in Rocket Knight Adventures.
That'd be nice.
You know what? Yeah, I think it's about time.
I'd say it's about high time Sparkster got his time in the limelight again. That isn't just some really awkward like. Download only third game that kind of just came and went.
I'm just sitting here thinking out loud to myself, you know what? I would love to see odd as it may be, I would love to see something if maybe if it becomes like the cool story of like, listen, like they loved it so much they decided to do it. What if they got McPig from Pizza Tower with his motion and movement mechanics to do something with that?
That would be pretty cool, though. I don't think I'd want to see
spicy curry.
Oh, jeez! He's on fire! But otherwise,
And I think
I'm not
because
sure if
have
I
a level
would.
8 rune tracer. Yes, it upgrades.
Oh, cool.
Once you upgrade any of your weapons to level 8 and fulfill some previous requirements, the next time you pick up a chest, you have the opportunity to get its evolved form.
So how long have you been playing this game for?
I've been like just in total,
And yeah, in total.
probably less than 2 hours, but I've watched many a video about it to understand a lot of it. Like, this is a magnet, which will pull in every single experience gem from across the land.
Ooh, good lord.
Let's get more garlic.
But I do love that Sep is like, Logan, how long have you known about this game? Oh, I learned about it this morning.
But yeah, no, so the game's been around for a while. It was dirt cheap, and recently put out a new expansion that did a butt ton of stuff and actually tries to actually give this game more of a story in the sense of like there's actual missions and accomplishments to achieve. There's like a whole secret ending to try to go for if you can like go to each of the maps. And the way you unlock more maps is just by doing that. That's basically how this game is run. It's basically a Binding of Isaac kind of thing where you unlock more by playing the game, and the more you play it, the more you unlock new characters, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's just meant to be like a huge just dopamine burst whenever you get like all these like, oh my gosh, look at that! And like now I have like multiple Bibles. Now I have the whole dictionary at my fingertips. Come on, you bat, die! I want to get your goodies.
No, I don't wanna.
Okay, well you did ask. I did ask politely, so you know you have to die now. Anyway, I'm so sorry. We got off track there, but yeah, no. Rocket Knight, I would like to see more of again. Just I don't know, like even just.
Hey, I mean,
Go ahead.
Borrowing what we said earlier about the Dead Cells expansion, but remember when Castlevania was a thing?
No.
Yeah.
Remember when that actually had games?
That's the sad part, is that like Castlevania isn't even the
Like,
best.
I still think
genre
it's I still think it's kind of crazy that we live in a time now where, like, not even that long ago, Konami actually did make the effort to make a brand new game from another, like, obscure franchise that, you know, actually rides similar coattails to Castlevania. What was it called? Getsu. Hold on, I have the game on my Switch. Give me a second.
Yeah, no.
But basically, it was like a Japanese themed sort of like not open world, but like it's a side-scrolling sort of. It's pretty much this. Nowadays, we would definitely call it like a 2D Souls-like.
Right.
Yeah. On that note, sorry for jumping ship early, but I have to go get some dinner. I'll see you guys later.
Okay. See ya.
Okay. Well, now it's just.
Hopefully, he
us.
doesn't pick up the wall chicken because I'm pretty sure that thing rotted like ages ago.
Oh my gosh, you're reminding me of that. So before, when Achievement Hunter, not Achievement Hunter, but before when Rooster Teeth was like really cool to me.
Getsu Fumaden. That was what it was called. Getsu Fumaden.
Oh, okay. I need to give that a shot then. You said it's basically like Dark Souls, but 2D, like Salt and Sanctuary kind of stuff.
Something like that, yeah. The new game is called Getsu Fumaden Undying Moon, and it has a very Japanese. It has a very Japanese painting sort of aesthetic to it. It's pretty crazy.
Okay. You know what? And that's kind of... Oh, hang on. This will be a screen nuke.
It's like it's a. Even if it's not the best game in the world, like the amount of effort they put into it is actually pretty insane. To the point where like. You could have done this for a Castlevania game as well, and it would literally fly off the shelves, guys. Come on.
I just also am looking at it and I'm just like, man, like, It's also the fact that, like... I'm also sitting here, like, I really enjoyed their beat-em-ups. They used to be, like, the leaders of the beat-em-up genre. And they don't do that anymore, and especially in the world where, like, you know, Streets of Rage 4 was a huge thing, and now we have the River City Girls and the TMNT. Like, this would be like the time if they ever wanted to come back and bring back some of their Konami beat 'em ups.
Right. I mean, especially if they already have a division that will do this on the very rare occasion. Mm-hmm. It's like, what? It's not like we're expecting another quote unquote epic like Lords of Shadow or anything. We just want another 2D Castlevania game, whether it be Metroidvania or even the classics.
Yeah, no, just exactly. Just something that can, like, scratch that itch of having... Just something that can just scratch that itch of having a fun Castlevania experience. I love it for the exploration purposes. I love it for the general progression of becoming stronger. It's a satisfying dopamine loop, much like this game is right now, where I am becoming steadily more and more overpowered against the unending waves of the damned.
I mean,
How many heads do you have, Medusa? This is too many.
Way too many. Like, that's enough to make... That's enough to replenish the entire Gorgon species.
You know, you silly goose, you didn't need to be hanging out in Castlevania all day. You got an entire family right here. The real Castlevania was with us all along. Give me more Laurel.
Maybe they're just so bitter at the world that they just hang around in Castlevania just to knock any unsuspecting sucker straight into a pit.
Oh man, that would be very annoying actually, but not out of character.
I mean, isn't that what they already do?
Oh yeah, no, jeez, what am I thinking of? Yeah, no, you're right. Man, today has been a really odd day, but it's one that I'm gonna make the most of nonetheless.
Oh yeah, by the way, I know this isn't gonna be released on it, but Happy Mario Day, everybody.
Happy Mario Day, everybody. You know what? We're not doing another Mario 3 thing until the movie itself comes out. I'm feeling a little bit more okay with how the trailers and stuff have been looking like so far.
Agreed. I appreciate that they didn't spoil too much out of the movie, aside from giving us a brief glimpse into what's supposedly the battle on Rainbow Road.
Which, yeah, I guess which I didn't realize that was probably, yeah. Oh, the upgraded form of the Bible. Now it will never end. Now I will always have Bible time. Go! No,
said every hardcore Christian ever.
The reading time is all the time. But no, beyond that, oh jeez, like, and it gave us things I didn't even know I needed all that badly, like Fire Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Fire DK. Yeah, dude, between that and also Cranky Kong being involved in a Mario-related anything, it's surprising how much the movie's actually giving us.
Right, and the fact that they've 100% like that. Like, I don't know if it's going to be the new thing in the Mario series. That's, I guess, the thing is, I have no idea how much this is going to actually affect the game side of things. But I am very hopeful that this means that they may start going back on things like, yes, it's okay. Let Cranky Kong be Donkey Kong's father. That's okay.
Let DK himself be the modern day, just be a grown-up DK Jr. No one's gonna mind that because it's not like they use Junior anymore anyway.
Right. No, that's the entire purpose. And you can't claim, Nintendo, that you didn't like DK Jr. because he was there in the original Mario Kart.
Yeah, super. I mean, that was back when that's all they really had as far as Donkey Kong was concerned. Like, they had both father and son.
Right. So it's all right. It's all okay. Okay, sorry. To get back onto Vampire Survivors real quick. So, do note that what I'm showing off here as this look at as for this look at, I'm showing off a single map. This is not all there is. There are a lot of maps and a lot of characters, each with their own playstyles. The weapons that they can unlock are more or less the same, but you can, again, the further you get into this game, you get to unlock more unlockable weapons like twin guns, something called the Four Seasons, where you use like elemental explosions, a couple of birds that do like homing attack dive bomb on enemies. The idea is that, like, you can, like, find different play styles and, again, use them in almost puzzle-like ways. Like, for instance, maybe you'll learn that in order to unlock one character, you need to get far enough, you need to get far enough into another map with another character. Upgrade my garlic.
You know what?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's totally something Wario would say if he were in an RPG. Upgrade my garlic!
Make my garlic grow. It's been 1,000 years, or 10,000 years. Time to conquer Earth. I don't know. This is off the top of my head now. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Bear in mind, I'm only doing this for a single video and only doing this for this one map, but just, hopefully you can understand, like, gist of why I like this game is that it's just, at the end of the day, it's just complete brainless fun for me. Just walk around, make the things go explodey, get super big power-ups by leveling up all of their MacGuffins. I don't know. Sometimes a game just is that simple. And I will say, 100% love the creator of this. The game was, like, again, super dirt cheap. I want to say the DLC is, like, less than $3, and it adds all of that stuff. And no microtransactions, even though a game like this, with its UI and everything, looks like it would be laden with microtransactions.
This absolutely looks like, again, this absolutely looks like this was meant to be made for mobile devices and probably just play for free.
But 100% can say it's all good. Ooh, the big one. Let's go. Can 100% say, no, it is 100% just a for fun game. I don't think there's any other big things. There actually is a whole bestiary that tries to like go into like incredible detail on all of these sprites and characters and personalities, even though it doesn't need it. There's a lot of this game that I think would be... Oh, get those skulls out here. That I think could be... The joke is that it's like in such excess, even though it didn't need it to be at all. Okay, let's get that guy pushed away. Let's move here.
I'm just realizing all this, like, this entire time, you haven't even gotten nicked once, or if you have, it's been very negligible.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. Now that I've been getting some more healing and I've been upgrading... Thank you. Give me something good. Oh, just need the Spellbinder. Fine.
I swear I've heard that sound effect in Freedom Planet.
I would not doubt it. It must be part of some library or something.
Either that or, I mean, hopefully they either hopefully they borrowed or totally didn't yoink it.
I'm positive that it must be just part of some sound effects library or something like that.
Maybe.
But yeah, no, it's just meant to just be harmless, plain old fun at the end of the day. I may need to get one of those crown power-ups to upgrade how much experience I'm getting, because I'm realizing that these the blue gems that everybody's dropping is kind of chump change to me now.
Yeah, they're really not giving you much now.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I'm just gonna pick a path. I'm just gonna start going. Let's upgrade the clock lancet. I need to make that weapon better.
Let's actually make. I mean, can you even make progress in what's effectively an endless looping hallway?
In this map, nah. In this map, it does scroll endlessly horizontally. Some maps scroll endlessly vertically. Other maps, like the ones included in the expansion, do actually have an end to them. And there will be things you can find, but I want to say like things like getting a mini map is something I have to unlock by playing enough of this game. If you, I guess draw everyone's attention. In the upper left, that shows all the things I've collected, and in any run, unless you find the items in the overworld, you can only, from the level up thing, you can only collect a max of 6 weapons and 6 items. So for now, I'm gonna just try and see if I can kill this bat, because if I kill it, I believe... Yep, there's a drop chest. Come on. And nothing to do is fine. I'll take it.
Oh, well. Take what you can get.
Other things that you can find is, I want to say, maybe that's something you also have to unlock. I know there are like the chance to, eventually you can start unlocking things like a treasure chest that will drop up to 3 to 5 things if you get like super lucky, if you get your luck stat. Luck stats and things can also be shown on the left side, but effectively know that every level itself is meant to last roughly 30 minutes, and after 30 minutes pass, you will see what happens if I manage to get to that point.
So there is a time limit.
Yes, I should say there's a soft time limit, especially since I have the clock lancet. Supposedly, from what I've seen, it is actually possible that between, because you do also get the ability to, kind of like in Hades, you can unlock multiple revives in case you were to die. You can get... Again, this clock lancet is very useful for freezing people in place. If I just need to like barge through, that's a elite enemy. I thought that was a normal enemy. Come on, give me the chest. I don't know. I don't know. What have you been playing lately, James?
What am I doing? Well, now that it's been re-released on the Switch via the Game Boy Advance app, I've been going back to Metroid Fusion, enjoying my time with that, and I'm actually pretty close to beating the game now.
Okay. Alright, and also, yes, that would now explain why we wanted that. But I mean, when you scratch your head, I 100% get that.
Yeah, no, I guess I'll say it right here, ladies and gentlemen. For those that actually do decide to watch this, I am actually debating doing a sort of detour in our current Metroid plans here. Because, like, technically speaking, on my end, because I'm the one that's primarily handling the the classic stuff, and Logan's been doing the Prime stuff. We're still going to do Prime Remastered as planned, but I'm thinking of foregoing Other M for the time being in favor of Fusion. I'm just going by release order as opposed to chronology.
Cut to the one person on this earth that's like, darn, I was really looking forward to that compared to what you had in mind. Like,
I mean, listen, I will get to that game at some point. I have absolutely no I do not plan on just leaving that game hung to dry, even if it's very infamous for its plot. But it's also one of those things where, like, I want to run off this high while it's still there, especially when, you know, we have people on the Switch who maybe their first Metroid game was Dread. They'll get to play the game that technically takes place beforehand.
Which yeah, for the sake of the chronology, especially because I also know Matt somewhere has been like burning a hole in his pocket. He wants to do Dread eventually.
Yes, he does.
I feel like that probably be also our best chance to try and like actually get caught up in doing that. And oh my gosh, okay, the endless source of the dam is trying to get.
I mean, honestly, I might just make
crazy.
other M just a special exception, just do that whenever I feel like. And in the meanwhile, we'll just stick true with just the the regular 2D games and Prime.
I think that's fair.
Like once once I'm in the mood for other end, then totally, I'll definitely do it. But I think for now, we'll make Fusion and Dread more of a priority.
I guess that's another thing. Magnet, give me all the power-ups. Let's go. Let's upgrade Clock Lancet. Let's upgrade Armor.
Keeps on going!
Get the Lightning Ring up a bit more, and the Big Witch.
The Big Witch? Oh, geez, she is huge.
Okay, I'm gonna move this way. Let's see if I can kite her a bit more.
You know, that does remind me. Do you think it'll ever come to a point where we'll actually find the means to try Federation Force?
I don't know. Like, well, because I remember the last time we did it, like, the emulator just couldn't handle that many, like, going at once. Like, even with the connectivity and stuff. Even though I thought it would have been still fun. Like,
I mean, I feel like at some point, if ever it's ever possible, we should totally do it, because Federation Force is still it's a good game for the multiplayer sense, but otherwise it's just
it's just middle of the road. Otherwise, give me that treasure chest. This should give me more rings. You know what? But you know what? I could stand to move a little bit faster now. Okay, we need to find a way to push.
Move a little faster, even though you're literally swarmed.
Yeah. However, unfortunately, another little detail is that if I freeze enemies, then it allows me to walk against them safely without taking contact damage. So hence I'm able to push through these guys.
Just being all like, "Excuse me, pardon me, come through."
Just gonna nudge past you here. I just need to hopefully find more enemies, and you are gonna hopefully drop another big chest, because I would very much like to upgrade one of my weapons that I absolutely have saved up like a good boy, like a good warrior.
I just eventually, excuse me, pardon me. Oh, hey, Bulk, how's Bulk been doing?
I did not drop a chest. I'm upset, but wall chickens will have to. And I'm back to healing, and it's as though all my mistakes never happened. I'm 100% infallible in all ways. I don't know. As far as the gold, gold is, you want to try and collect that whenever you can, because that is a permanent currency that does, hang around after each run, and that's how I can hopefully unlock more characters after this run, because now we are gaining. Actually, time has, for me anyway, flown, because we're already up to the last 3 minutes, and oh gosh, more snakes and Gorgons.
And here come the Gorgons!
Okay, I gotta start.
Too many fucking Gorgons. It's amazing none of them turned you to stone yet.
Okay, I'm gonna just start hanging around on all the people who I freeze now, until further notice. Oh jeez.
Jeez, it's like they must be your #1 fans.
Oh, and if you can believe it, it is possible to later unlock a. I'll just get that. It is possible to later on unlock a item that can actually like quadruple the amount of enemies that spawn on screen, to the point where I was watching one person play this game. He goes by Aliens Rock. The entire map was filled with enemies. Like literally, there was no way you could walk that did not have an enemy in front of you.
That just sounds obnoxious.
It can be, unless you have a lot of abilities and attack powers ready. It's just ready for that. For now, the Laurel has been shielding me from harm wherever it can. Walking to freeze enemies has not been affecting me. You know what? Give me more garlic. Let's upgrade how much damage people do whenever they're close to me, because it is that putrid. Down to 2 more minutes, and gotta say, I appreciate you very much, James, for sticking around even after Hype had already abandoned us, just to watch my curiosity about this game flourish, because I think this is now the longest I've ever actually gone into a run. Myself,
really?
Anyway.
I mean, really, what stopped you in your tracks before?
Usually I would just make poor level-up decisions and not understand fully how the evolution mechanic worked, but watching people actually understand how to play this, and also the Clock Lancet has absolutely been a godsend with the Laurel to allow me to walk in the middle of frozen people. Let's get...
I guess I should have asked this sooner, but that one beam you've been launching since you started the game, it's like, is that something you activate with the press of the button, or is that automatic?
Everything is automatic. Literally, the only times you ever have to put input is when you level up like this. It's gonna be more.
Or if you're walking.
Or if I'm walking. Like literally, that is it. Everything else is 100% guided for me. Oh, a lot of red gems. Finally, this will actually give me some more upgrades. Come on, more armor. And I guess if you're curious, if for whatever reason you manage to actually reach your max level before the game is over, you could then have it be where every time your level up meter fills up, you just get a bunch of coins or a full heal or something like that.
Okay.
A lot of explosions. Let's give me more Hollow Heart.
What is the max?
Chest.
What even is the max level in this game?
I want to say, depending on what you have, I guess the max level is really only determined by once you filled out all of your item slots on the upper left and have leveled all of them up to at least 8.
Gotcha.
So I guess for my case it would be 8 times 12, so about 96, I think? Or, no, 72.
Oh, 72. Okay, so you only have 10 left, but not. But given the current time limit you got, I don't think you're going to be reaching that anytime soon.
Come on, just stick inside the clock lancet. Avoid the explosions. Let's move this way, away.
Push
from
Jerry out of the
explosions.
way. He's hogging up all the empty space.
Move this way, past you guys. At the very least, the clock Bible has been. Hang on, clock lancet. There it is. Okay. I was in a poor. I had poor positioning there. Oh, and 30 minutes has arrived. Hey, Reaper.
Oh, hey, Death.
But actually, I can say screw death.
Oh, you just literally froze him in place. It's like, screw you, Death. I still got a couple of years left.
He's getting mad.
Oh,
Hey!
he literally dogpiling you. Oh.
Yeah, for anyone who's curious, he's 100% invincible. He's basically the ski-free Yeti. At 30 minutes, he's like...
okay, so he's just okay, time's up. You gotta go, Buster.
Some of us have things to do, like get ready to play Metroid Fusion.
Yeah.
But hey, I got some things. I got a bunch of unlocks, it looks like now. I unlocked the cross. I unlocked, a bunch of stuff. A new attract door. So basically... basically this is now what you do. Since I had a pretty solid run there, now I get to find a lot of goodies. I unlocked a new character.
Oh, hey,
And
not
all of
Alucard.
Alucard. And everything you can find in your collection, all these new abilities. This shows everything and what you need to do to unlock new things, such as maps. You need to reach a certain level in each map, survive 5 minutes with someone, survive 20 minutes with at least plus 10% of this. There is a ton to unlock.
Or a ton to do at the very least.
And you can also spend your coins on power-ups, which, again, now allow you to permanently increase things. Like, for instance, if I were to somehow save up a lot of money, I could purchase another revival. So, I don't know. So again, I've been enjoying this game, and am happy that you all got to watch me try this out a bit more. And I don't think I'm ever going to do this again. But...
yeah, this definitely feels like one of those, you've seen it once, you've pretty much, that's all, you've seen it once, you've seen it enough.
But again, thank you all so much for joining us today. Next time I'm going to find another video. I'm going to find a game that has probably a little bit more meat on its bones, but give this game a shot and its DLC. I promise it'll be a fun time. Toodles!
Till next time, everybody.